Right, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Monisha, for that kirtan, and thank you to all the parents for taking out time and coming all the way to the temple for this beautiful offering prepared by Govind Vidya School from the temple, this ISKCON of Round Rock. This was spring 2025 semester. First two chapters of Bhagavad Gita were already presented in fall 2024 semester. So this semester, by the mercy of Krishna, we were able to complete 3 chapters, chapter number 3, 4, and 5 from Bhagavad Gita. The concept of this presentation is really unique. So for the ones who were already there for fall 24, they know this, but for the new ones, or just to reiterate it again, all the chapters, all the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are given a word. And that word has like X number of letters, and each letter has a full form. And it's a beautiful way, and all the verses in that particular chapter are divided amongst that verses. So like for example, chapter 2 had 72 texts, 72 shlokas, and the acronym for that letter was Gita. So all the 72 verses were divided in G-I-T-A. And G stood for something, like it was for Guru, I for identity, T for two duties, very good, and A for Atmaram. So similarly, here we will see, because we have 3 chapters, we will have 3 letters, and we will see, 3 words, sorry. And what these 3 words, what the acronyms are for each of the letters in those words. So are we all ready? Are we all the kids ready? Right? Because the devotees are ready because they are here. That means they are ready to listen to you all. So before we begin, let us offer a gratitude prayer and an invocation prayer to our disciplic succession, our parampara, just with a grateful heart. So I request all the kids to please sit properly, sit erect. Join your hands, whether or not if you want to close your eyes. And we will recite this prayer. Are we comfortable doing it call and response or together? Together. So there we go. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai. So this will be the common pattern for all the 3 chapters. We will have a slide which will display the letter and the full form for that slide, what text they are going to present, and which kids have beautifully worked really hard and done that. So their names in the acronym letter slide, followed by sloka recitation. So kids will recite the Bhagavad Gita shloka, respective shloka for that particular acronym. Translation is beautifully gifted to us, shared with us by Srila Prabhupada. And then explanation slide is basically from the PowerPoint presentations that we did in Sunday school, from the purports of Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. And then lastly ending with conclusion. Summary slides are after each chapter, unlike after each acronym letters. They are after each chapters. So I would like to call group number first. So chapter number 3 is Karma Yoga. Acronym for this chapter is TREE. So we will hear each letter, TREE. So handing to T, group T, please.
So this is the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 3, by Manisha,
Akira,
Ashvi,
Andrea. नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म जायो ह्यकर्मणा शरीरायात्रपि च तेन प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणा.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Perform your prescribed duties, for doing so is better than not doing work. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work. So the third chapter is Karma Yoga, and karma is action and yoga is connection. Therefore, any action in remembrance or connection to Krishna is Karma Yoga. Thus, perform your prescribed duties and stay connected with Krishna like the acronym TREE.
The trees are strong and sturdy, and they're rooted inside the ground. And we should stay like this too. We should be sturdy and strong with our surroundings and our teachings, and we should stay rooted with our family, our people, and Krishna. And while this is all happening, we should all carry on our duties.
Okay, so just like Ashley said, we have to stay strong with trees. Just because we have roots and leaves doesn't mean that we can't connect with Krishna. Just like the roots stay in touch with soil, we have to stay in touch with Krishna and engage in spiritual activities so we can get closer to Him. Hare Krishna. And the next acronym is remembrance.
This is R, which stands for remembrance in the acronym TREE.
I'm Sashri.
I'm Ananya.
And I'm Risha.
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तयति हयः अज्ञाय इन्द्रियारामो मोघं पार्थ स जीवतिः.
My dear Arjuna, one who does not follow one who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice. Oh, my bad. One who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice thus established by the Vedas leads a life full of sin. Living only for the satisfaction of the senses, such a person lives a life in vain.
The explanation. When food goes to the stomach, it gives us energy. But when food doesn't go to the stomach, it doesn't give us energy. It's the same with Jiva. When we give Krishna Jiva, he's happy with us. But when we don't give him Jiva, he's not happy. To give Krishna Jiva, we have to build strong relationships and connections with Krishna.
Those who live for personal pleasure and neglect sacrifices live a life full of sin. However, if we use our senses to chant the holy names of the Lord and remember Krishna and use our senses for his happiness, our life becomes meaningful and pure.
And we also have to remember when we're doing small things, we also have to remember Krishna. And the next letter is E example.
Hey, Bo.
Hi, I'm Sanvi.
I'm Navika.
And I'm Disha. And we're presenting E-example from Tree, the 3rd chapter.
Yad yad acharati shreshtastat evitaro jana sayad pramalam kurute lokastad anuvartate.
So the translation of this from Srila Prabhupada's Ki Jai. So this means that the common man will always follow the great man. And the great man can set an example by his actions for the whole world to follow. So we all have our idols, someone we look up to in math or in sports, in art, in anything. But we also need to know that there are so many people out there, more than we know, who look up to us. We are their idol. For example, if you're like a parent, your kids look up to you as a role model. So what this is that we always need to do the right thing, parent or not. We need to do the right thing to set a good example.
So basically, like Disha said, we have basically common men follow what great people do. So the great people need to be a good example for the common people to follow.
For example, a soldier fights for his country. Everyone will view him as, wow, he's such a good example. He's sacrificing himself. But if a man in the neighborhood goes to try to kill someone in the neighborhood, will he be viewed as a hero, or will he suffer great consequences? Exactly. He will suffer great consequences because that is not his duty. The soldier, his duty is to protect his country by killing the enemy. But a man should not be killing people in the neighborhood. He should be doing his duty. For example, Prabhupada. This was his mission. He set a great example. We all still remember him. I'm not related to him in any way. Why do I still look up to him? Because he spread Krishna consciousness to all of us, which is why he is such a great example. So, in this way, how can we become a great example? We should be mindful of our thoughts, words, and deeds, and make sure that they align. And so, in this way, we can be a great example to everyone.
This is the letter E for Emily. I'm Sparsh.
I'm Rashawn.
I'm Vihan.
Avitam Yananam Mesna Janino Nitya Vairina Kamarupena Kaunteya Dushpurena Nanena Cha. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Jai. Thus, the wise living entity's pure consciousness becomes covered in his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and burns like a fire.
So what Krishna is saying is that one's greatest enemy is lust and greed, and that they burn like a fire. The more you feed it, the more it grows. So, and our mind is the one who's controlling all of this lust and this greed. So it's actually our internal enemy. But by like shifting our emotions to more positive ones, like generosity and stuff, we can make our mind our friend instead. And having envious and jealousy can lead us to compare ourselves with others, but we shouldn't do that. Instead, we should compare ourselves with yesterday so we can improve for today or tomorrow.
Hari Bol. So this was letter T, tree, the word tree. T is tree itself, meaning we have to have strong connections with our roots and soil. Now, I don't have roots and soil as a human being, but that means our root is Krishna because we are part and parcel of Krishna. And our soil, where a tree derives all the minerals and all the nutrients from, is all the devotees, because that is where we get all the nourishment from. So just like tree, we need to develop strong connections with our roots, intimate bonds with all the devotees around us. And therefore, T is for tree. When it comes to R, well, I understood I have to develop intimate bond, strong connections with Krishna and his devotees. But how do I do that? That is R. R for remembrance, where we constantly, whether we do small things, making big decisions, we remember Krishna. And by remembering Krishna, we will build stronger relationships with everybody and with Krishna. It is just like if you are in long distance relationship, or if I'm like a person to somebody that I am missing, we keep remembering, we do things for them. And that works in similar ways with Krishna. E example is, yes, we all have these 4 spheres of life: personal, professional, social, and spiritual. So, we all look up to someone, but we don't know who looks up to us. And therefore, even if nobody looks up to us, Krishna is always there because he has gifted us this life and we want to make most out of it. So we try our best, the best, that we set an example to everybody. How do we do that? Making sure our thoughts, words, and deeds align with each other, giving rise to a beautiful, shining, glittering character. And that is how we can be a good example. And lastly, the last E of tree, E, enemy. When we talk about this, there are like so many enemies out there. Oh, I don't work with this person, well, that. But the most important enemy that we all have within us, we walk with it day in, day out since the time we were here, is our mind, which is very wonderfully covered with anger, greed, lust, ego, you name it. We need to work on that mind. How can we work on that? We move our compass from being miserly to maybe generous, from being unkind to kind, from being little rude to compassionate, and always having a grateful mind for whatever situations, favorable or unfavorable, we are in. Hari Bol. So this ends chapter number 3. We have a couple more chapters here. But there is also this one beautiful slide shared by His Holiness ISKCONofRoundRock Swami Maharaj's team. That world teaches us the first thing, that spiritualists don't own. Who is a spiritualist? Who is a sadhu? Who is a renowned person? Yeah, the one you see in saffron, who has given up everything, no bank balance, no desires, absolutely renounced. That is what is world teaching us. But Gita has a very different perspective. And who are spiritualists in terms of Gita's perspective is that whoever practices it, practices meditation, building bonds with Krishna, connecting with devotees, is the real spiritualist. Not necessarily is renounced everything. Constantly remembering Krishna in doing their activities, karma yoga, remembering Krishna, and those are, it's not that they aren't owned by the world. That is what Gita teaches us. And we will start with chapter number 4, that is transcendental knowledge. The acronym word here is ears, and we will see how it manifests. You have?
E is education tax. It is 04.02. It's made by Mia and Mishra and
Shreyas Kanapali. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshyo vidu sakale mahata yogo nashta parantapa.
This is the translation translated by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplinic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession is broken, and therefore the science as it appears to be lost.
So, an analogy for this is when you look for a book to study, would you rather get a modern and new book or a completely outdated book? You'd rather get the most authentic and original source book. And there are two types of education: material and spiritual education. Therefore, we need an urge for spiritual education, as it is good for the soul. And we are not this body, but we are the spirit soul. When we did a telephone game, the results were as the first person whispered to the second person, the message got more garbled and less accurate as it went on. So, spiritual knowledge is parampara, and it basically means the disciplinic succession. It is a connecting link between us and Krishna. A guru is someone that connects us to Krishna by this parampara or spiritual knowledge. And Prabhupada is well renowned for making the translating the Bhagavad Gita so it's understandable, and he connects us to Krishna with that Bhagavad Gita. And the next one is A, accuracy.
So this is A, accuracy. The text number is going to be 4.15 on par.
Sarvam. I'm sorry. I'm Arya. Evam yate kartam karma purvirapi amuk sabhi guru karme vatasvatam purve parva taram kartam.
All deliberated souls in ancient times, active with this understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty following their footsteps.
So accuracy means that we have to connect to Krishna because he is the connector of all connectors, and we have to follow in the footsteps of our guru, because our guru helps us connect with Krishna, and there are many sources of information that Srila Prabhupada left for us, which are very helpful. Which are very helpful to connect to Krishna.
So basically, what this thing was trying to say is that, how the last group said, education. So if you don't have a good source, like the primary source of education, then or of knowledge, then not only you won't have good knowledge, but it's gonna make you not very good decisions, I think. Yeah. So you gotta trust in the lessons you get, because I know like before you're doing it, it might be a bit, you won't understand why you're doing it, but then it's gonna help. Trust me, and you just gotta believe in the process of bhakti. Um, and then there's reciprocal.
This is R for reciprocal. I'm Akira.
I'm Ria.
I'm Ashvi.
And Manisha.
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महावेर् ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मेव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. A person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to attain the spiritual kingdom because of his full contribution to spiritual activities in which the consummation is absolute and that which is offered is of the same spiritual nature. We are the parts and parcel of Krishna, and we are blessed with innumerable and incredible blessings in our life. How does one feel if left unappreciated and not reciprocated? Imagine the countless number of blessings we have. How do we reciprocate or feel grateful for that?
Reciprocation is something that you do from responding to somebody else's actions, and good reciprocation is where something goes your way and it's favorable towards you, and bad reciprocation would be something is unfavorable and it doesn't go your way. But when that happens, you should always trust in Krishna because he would never do anything wrong to you.
Krishna has blessed us with good reciprocation and bad. But one person that we can look up to that had gone through these two things is Srila Prabhupada. He has done so much for us and dedicated his whole entire life for us to get this knowledge and spread Krishna consciousness around the world. Just like this, if we look up to Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, if we reciprocate to them, then we can change our mindset from selfishness to selflessness. And yeah, thank you, Hare Krishna. The next item is sacrifice.
This is as sacrifice. I'm Sashmi.
I'm Ananya.
I'm Risha.
Nayam lokasi agnyasa kuto na kuru sattama. Oh, best of the Kuru dynasty. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O best among the Kuru dynasty. Without sacrifice, one can never live happily in this planet or in this life. What then of the next?
Explanation. Sacrifice doesn't just mean giving up something. It also means to choose an option that is available for us. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. He sacrificed his time, energy, wealth, and talents to please Krishna and spread Krishna consciousness. That's also what we need to do. We need to sacrifice our time, energy, wealth, and talents to please Krishna.
Without sacrifice, one cannot find true happiness or peace in this life or the next. Sacrifice is a natural and essential part of our life, and by sacrificing things such as our time for Krishna, our life and the actions we take can bring purpose, joy, and spiritual progress, which eventually lead us back to Godhead.
And here's the summary.
reciprocation of chapter number 4, transcendental knowledge, and the word was ears. E for education, the way we have material education. Students go from grade 1st to grade 10th and so on, pursuing their graduation. Well, does it end after getting a job? Absolutely no. We have professional trainings, competency tests, and so many certification courses. Well, all that is for bodily platform. But we are soul, and soul is part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, we need to have spiritual education that will remain with us. Now, where do I go to get the spiritual education? Like, there are so many institutions and organizations and so many people out there, they are providing this. And there comes our next acronym, letter A, accuracy. We gotta make sure that the source is authentic, the source is original, the source is right source. Because if it isn't, it won't be helpful to us to make right and better choices in our life. The choice of very existence of my life. Srila Prabhupada is that right, authentic, original, you name it, is that source, because he is directly connected to the disciplic succession in the lineage. And therefore, and he's giving the same thing, the spiritual knowledge. Like when we look at Bhagavad Gita, there is no room, absolutely no room to find faults. Like it's just complete in itself. I cannot ask for anything better or more than that to help me understand the scriptures. When it comes to reciprocation, it's such a beautiful topic that we are blessed with so many things. If I were to make a list to reciprocate, definitely I would count all the good blessings that I have received, but all the bad things that possibly could have happened and has not happened is also a blessing in one way. So how, like, there is no limit to how much one can be thankful to Krishna for blessing us with this thing. And how can we reciprocate to Lord Krishna? And the next acronym follows is by sacrificing. Sacrificing what? Sacrificing our time so that we are able to meditate. Sacrificing our time to be able to connect with Krishna. Sacrificing our time to do services. Sacrifice is not just in form of time. Sacrifice is also in form of money, in form of helping others, supporting others, performing austerities, praying to Krishna, worshipping Krishna. These are all different forms of sacrifice that one can undergo. And here ends a beautiful chapter, chapter number 4, Transcendental Knowledge. We have one last slide for summary, is that world teaches us how to be knowledgeable is just by acquiring knowledge. Get as many certifications as you can, as many merits as you can. Completed this course, promoted from this designation to that designation. Acquire knowledge, acquire experience. But Gita has altogether a different perspective, and that is, we can become knowledgeable by performing sacrifices, and we just saw what are different forms of sacrifices are. So we will move on to chapter number 5th, that is Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness, and the acronym word for chapter number 5th is step. So let's see what it upholds.
I am Sanvi,
I'm Disha.
And I'm Navika.
and we're doing Stay Safe of Step, chapter number 5. Brahmanyadaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti ya lipyate nasa papena padmapatrami mambasa.
translation of this, Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, is that the one who is free of, who has no attachment to the outcome of their duty and the environment that they are in, is free from sinful action. So what this means is there is this analogy that is in the shloka about being like a lotus flower. So a lotus flower grows in the dirtiest and most muddiest place, yet when you look at the actual flower, it doesn't even have one speck of dirt on it. So we need to be like this. We need to not let the environment affect us, and it is easier said than done because it is not easy, but we still need to adapt to this.
Yeah, like Disha said, the analogy of the lotus flower, how the lotus flower goes in a very muddy, dirty place, but then on the leaves of the flower, not one speck of dust.
An example, once again, the Prabhupada, when he was in the UK trying to distribute the Bhagavad Gita that he had wrote in English, his printer was stolen, his typewriter was stolen, the manuscript that he wrote for the Bhagavad Gita was stolen 3 times. 3 times. Someone took it, recycled it, and he had to start all over again. But he did not care. He kept writing, and now we can all thank him for the Bhagavad Gita that he wrote straight from Krishna. And so now, how can we not be affected by whatever happens to us? We should have a balanced life, no matter what the circumstances are, and not be affected by the ups and downs that happen in our life. What is she saying, bro? What do you mean? We all have to be affected, bro. It's like life is deep, okay? Well, yeah, I agree, bro. It's like hard. But we cannot be affected by focusing on the higher goals. For example, I am distributing to you right now this information that I'm saying. Some of you might not be listening, but I don't care. I am fulfilling my goal of giving you all the information that I'm saying right now. And now we have 3 doers.
This is letter T from 3 doers. I'm Sparsh.
I'm Vihan.
And I'm Rashawn.
Natate kashachit papam nacheva shukritam vibhu agyananena vritam jnanam tena muyanti jnatvanam.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nor does the Supreme Lord assume anyone's sinful or pious activity. Embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of the ignorance which covers their real knowledge.
So, for the explanation of 3 doers, basically, 3 doers are what controls the results of your actions and activities you do in your everyday life. So, the first doer is yourself. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to accomplish your goal? What's your effort to put in to accomplish your goal which you set? Like suppose for a soccer game, you decided to show up to the soccer game. You decided to train for the soccer game. Now, the second doer is karma. What controls others doing, right? You can't control if your referee is going to be a bad referee and be on the other team's side. Or you can't control if your team just doesn't show up. But you have to do what you do, and you don't have to worry about what others think of what others think, what others say, what others do. And the third doer is Krishna. Krishna is the controller of everything, pretty much. So you can't control what he's gonna do, so just focus on what yourself. Like you suppose for the soccer game, you can't control if you're gonna win the game or lose the game, but you can control yourself. So, yeah. The conclusion is, again, focus on what you can do, on what you can do, on what you can do. Do not worry on what others, just focus on yourself.
I also wanted to add something. So when we're trying to accomplish our goals, we just do our best and we just leave the rest to the other controllers and everyone else because we can't really do anything about that.
The next one is E for equal vision.
Sure. My name is Ayn Masha, and
I'm sure it's gonna go. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Kavi Hastini Suni Jaiva Swapaklecha Pandita Samadashina.
translation Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater. Vidya is the knowledge in Sanskrit. Vijnana is humility and tolerance. And Samadar Sinha is equal vision, and it's important for if you're a learned scholar to have equal vision, view everyone around you equally.
Adding on to what Ian said, this is an analogy. If you are on the road and you crash into a secondhand car, the police aren't going to ask about who had the fancier car. They're going to ask if anybody got hurt or was harmed in the damage. Because the soul is valuable and eternal. We are not this body, we are the spirit soul. Think about it. There's this giant ocean, and the ocean would represent Krishna. We are just one drop of an ocean, but still one drop is equal to another drop. Therefore, we should always treat everyone and everything with respect and kindness. The next acronym is P for peace.
So this is the last one, peace. And the text number is gonna be 5.29. I'm Parth.
I'm Sai.
I'm Arya.
I'm Sarvam. Bhuktaram yajñatapasam sarvalokam maheshwaram suradam sarvabhutanam nyatvaman samtim richati. Translation.
Translation from Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the peace attains peace from the pages of material miseries.
Explanation. So, in our life, we all have situations where we're sad and we're happy. Even though we're sad or happy, we always have to remember Krishna as in our mind. Remembering Krishna will give us a calm and peaceful mind.
Conclusion. So, peace is ultimately happiness to your soul. So if you dedicate your thoughts, your words, your deeds, your actions, everything towards Krishna, that's good. And then intentions and your assess that like character. You combine whenever you have the things like your good actions and a good character, that's ultimate peace. Um, thank you.
Thank you, kids. All right, so this was the end of chapter 5th and also the end of the presentation for kids today. So the acronym word was STEP, comprising of 4 alphabets, STEP. S is stay safe. No matter what circumstances are, if parents are harsh on kids, scolding, or not letting them do certain things, kids are assured that it is all for their good. When we throw a kid in the air, kid laughs and giggles because kid trusts that is in the hand of a person who is going to take care of the child, of the baby. Similarly, we need to trust Krishna. We need to believe in the process of bhakti. No matter what circumstances, situation crosses our path, rest assured, we are in the hands of Krishna. We will be safe. 3 doers. Whenever something is accomplished, if it's good or if it's bad, it's not us solely taking care of it. It's because there are 3 doers associated in any activities we perform. Yes, of course, the first one is us because we are blessed with this freedom of will, independent choices. But our history, our karma, the material nature follows with us. And the controller of all these controllers is Krishna. And he has plans. Seeing our future, he will guide our present. We don't know our future. We see our present and we direct our future. But Krishna works other way around. I was just reminded of this analogy. If I were to prepare an eggplant vegetable, I made an effort of working hard, like cooking for 30 minutes. But am I the only person who made that vegetable? Well, no. Because if the retailer wouldn't have gotten it to me, it wouldn't have been there in the shop, I wouldn't have been able to get it. Oh, well, no. Farmer did take part in there in growing the eggplant in the very first place. Well, no, the soil gave the taste, the nutrients, the material. So Mother Nature played a role in there as well. And the taste of brinjal is way too different than okra or potato. So how am I taking the 100% credit when there is Krishna 33%, Mother Nature 33%, and in the 33% that I have, there are many contributors like farmers and shopkeepers. So it's not right, just full to take the entire thing for myself, like whenever we do any activity, good or bad. Equal vision is when we have knowledge, complete vidya, and complete vinaya, humility. We will have samadarshina, is equal vision. Equal vision is not segregating people from one another, but also equal vision in terms of situations that cross our life. If there are favorable situations in my way, I pray, worship, thank everybody, grateful, compassion, happy, joyful, everything. But if unfavorable situation walks my way, well, I cannot be happy because I am sad. I am a human and not a robotic mechanical machine. But I can have an equal neutral vision that Krishna has given me this situation. I'm definitely capable to face it and come out of it, and will be a different phase in the next stage of my life. And lastly, peace. It's a very beautiful quality of our soul, Satchit Ananda, peace. And how can we get that peace? Is just by having something higher and not just focusing on the mediocre things. It is said that small minds discuss people, mediocre minds discuss ideas, great minds They discuss, they focus on their goals, their purpose of the very existence, the purpose of the very life that we are blessed with. And if we have that, along with the example slide where intentions and actions are equal, we will be at peace. So we need to focus on our higher goals rather than just the ground level things. And world teaches us to do the best, to be the best. Like wherever we are, we want to be best, top ranker, be the best. You are doing any trainings, any education or whatever, in whatever forum, music, sports, just be the best. Don't be second holder. But Gita teaches us, you just give the best and leave the rest. Leave the rest on Krishna. Put in your endeavors, invest your time, all the potential that you're blessed with, and period. Krishna will take care of it. So here we end our Govind Vidya Sunday School presentation, and we are looking forward really very gladly and excited for fall semester 2025. But before we depart, we have this summer slogan for all the kids. Each one will bring one more kid to share this beautiful message of Bhagavad Gita. Each one bring one for fall 2025. Are you all with me? Haribol. We wanna see the attendance multiply. Okay? Haribol. Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. You know, I am beaming with smile because this semester intentionally I took a backstage and I wanted these children and Premanandari Mataji to spend more time together. And what I saw today, what I witnessed today really gives me a lot of satisfaction, because what I'm seeing, and many of these students here of our Govinda Vidya class have been with us for 3 semesters or more, if not less. Yes, and consistently these students have been coming. But the credit for this goes to parents, to each and every one of you who are in the audience. And I'm sorry I don't recognize everybody in the audience, but I know that if kids are here, I'm assuming the parents are here. So I'm very grateful to every one of you, because like Premanandari Mataji said, that Gita teaches us to give the best, not be the best. You all, individually as parents, are giving them the best opportunity to learn our culture, to build the foundation of our life, to face the challenges that will come in future, to be ready to face a very difficult world outside those doors when these children will leave your homes to go to college. These little anecdotes of wisdom that is coming from Bhagavad Gita is nurturing their soul. I think one of the group mentioned, we're not the body but the soul. The body will change and it will deteriorate, but the soul will carry these impressions from one lifetime to another. And you as parents are giving them that opportunity. So very grateful to all of you and very thankful, because without you giving them this opportunity, without you prioritizing their spiritual nourishment, these children cannot be here. So we appreciate your support for them, semester after semester, year after year, in support of ISKCON of Round Rock as well. And we talk about the soul nourishment, but there is also a type of body nourishment that goes on at ISKCON of Round Rock, and that is in form of Bharatnatyam classes that happen here. So all the girls who like to dance and want to learn cultural dance in form of this beautiful art of Bharatnatyam, your parents are here. You can talk to them. And there's a new batch that has recently started on a Saturday. And Pooja Mataji is the teacher. Is she here in the audience? No, she's not here. Oh, she's there. She's in the back. Hare Krishna. So you can speak with her also. as parents after all the presentations are done today and see if you would like to try out Bharatanatyam, not only just for children, even adults can try it out. With that being said, I think we're going to transition over to Bhajans, our Bhajan group. We also have a Bhajans group. So if the parents did not know, we are also trying to teach these little young minds how to lead kirtans, how to lead bhajans. Many times you are here for arti. Sometimes I see many of us just walk in during artis because it's such a divine experience. And most of the times the arti is being led by our youth. The same youth that started coming to these classes at this age, the Gopal Vidya age. So they've been here with us for 8, 9, 10, 11 years. Now they're in college, but they come back. So you have a living example of children who started at this age that are still with us, dedicated in chanting the glories of the Lord, singing the bhajans, leading the kirtans every week. And during the week also sometimes we have many activities and events which most of you probably are not aware, but they are always there if available. And we will have such an event this Thursday evening at 5:30 right here in this temple hall for youth only. So if parents are interested to attend that session, they can also. But I would highly encourage, although it's not a regularly scheduled event like our Sunday school event, but this is Meet a Monk session. So these youth and children from Govinda Vidya and Gauranga Vidya classes are welcome to attend that session. Gopal Vidya kids are a little young for that, but teenagers are all welcome. Anybody in Govinda Vidya is welcome and Gauranga Vidya is welcome. Meet the Monk session at 5:30 p.m. this Thursday right here. So we'll transition now to Kirti, who's been leading our Bhajans group. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. And now we'll be moving on to the Bhajan group. So we've had this group, this is now the second semester done, and it's been so much fun. It's been an amazing experience to see all of these kids singing so beautifully with so much love and devotion for Shri Shri Radha Kunj Vihari Ji. So we've done like 4 or 5 bhajans this semester, but we'll be presenting 2 of the favorite ones, Navagauravaram and Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. So thank you so much. So if all of the bhajan kids can like come over here, and we'll be facing like diagonal so that you can also see the screen, like facing, yes. Yes, thank you. And then we'll do the same thing as last time, so we can like all pass around the mic. No. And this is not the Dagmati, this is just regular. Thank you. So why don't we all face like diagonal, like face that corner. Haribol, everyone, let's all face like this way. Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. We'll just pass around the mic, like whoever wants to start. Okay, and then, yes. Shouldn't you hold one? It's okay. Okay. Oh, wow, okay, guys. Okay. Are you all ready? Okay. You can all, like, angle yourself so that you can see, like, the screen. 3, 2, 1.
Navagauravaram Navapushpasaram Navabhavadaram Navalasyaparam Navahauravaram Navapushpasaram Navabhavadaram Navalasyaparam Navahasyakaram Navahemavaram Pranamami Sachi Sutagauravaram Navahasyakaram Navahemavaram Pranamami Sachi Sutagauravaram Hare
Navasam Navasam Navahuritat Tam Nava Premarasam Navasat Shubha Premamayam Namami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram
Navadhavilasat Subha Premamayam Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Japyakaram Harinama Param Nari Bhakti Param Harinamadaram Karajapyakaram Harinama Param Nayane Satatam Pranayashrudaram Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Nayane Satatam Prayayashrudaram Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Sajanyanjanata Bhavachapyaharam Pranamartha Parayana Lokagitam Satatam Janata Bhavatapaharam Paramartha Parayana Lokagitim Navalehakaram Jagatapaharam Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram
Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram
Priyacharutaram Natanartananagararajakulam Bhaktikaram Priyacharutaram Natanartananagararajakulam Namini Manasalasya Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Varathalavalam Kalakantaravam Mriduvadya Suvinikaya Maduram Vijabhakti
Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Dharmayutam Punarnanda Sutam Rarani Putritam Bhava Bhavochitam Tanudhyana Chitam Nijavasyanyutam Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Arunam Nayanam Charanam Vasanam Vadane Skalitam Swaganamagaram Gurute Surasam Jagata Jivanam Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram गौरवरं प्रणमामि सचि सुत गौरवरं प्रणमामि सचि सुत
गौरवरं प्रणमामि सचि सुत गौरवरम्.
Thank you. So that bhajan was about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we had Gaur Purnima this semester, so it was really nice to learn this bhajan. It's very beautiful. And the next one is called Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande, which means Krishna, I'm offering a prayer unto you. So we'll be singing that next. Thank you.
Let's do it. Oh, I hit it. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Manamaanasamadhukaram Arpayani Japada Pankajamakarande Manamaanasamadhukara Arpayani Japada Pankajamakarande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Yadyapi Samadhishu Vidirapi Pashyati Natava Nakagramarichem Yapi Samadhishu Vidirapi Pashyati Natava Nakagramarichem Krishna Deva Bhavantam Sutta Tadapi Kripadbhutavichem Damichamini Shamyutavachyuta Navam Tadbhutavichem Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Yadyapi Madhava Natvai Mamatilamatri Parameshwara Yadyapi Adika Durgata Mamatilamatri Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Latayadya sanatana kalitadbhutarasa bharam Latayadya sanatana kalitadbhutarasa bharam madhuri mirintam Bhavantam Vande Krishna Bhavantam Vande Japada Pankajaramakarande Yanamarukaram Arpayani Japada Pankajaramakarande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande
Really excited to continue this next semester and keep learning more bhajans. So thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Let's give another round of applause for the kids. Wasn't that just wonderful? And we're not done yet. We have some more exciting things to come up forth. But I want to take a moment here to introduce Kirti, who is, she's finishing up to be, she's about to be a junior, right, at UT Austin. Kirti is one of our graduates of our Sunday school program here. So she joined when she was 9 years old? 9 or 10? 10 years old. You're 9 years old? So since that many years, and you can do the math, she's been part of this and continues to do, and now she's an amazing singer, and she has taken the job of training children in these beautiful bhajans. So let's give a huge round of applause for her for taking the time and patience. We have a few announcements to make. We're going to do half announcements now, then we'll have the kids do Aarti, and then we'll have another set of announcements. But today, obviously, this is our Sunday program, which is by the youth, for the youth, and we wanted to make sure that this one Sunday, as much as possible, is done by our children. So today's prasadam is also cooked by our youth of the temple, who are right there in the back. If you all want to come. And Kirti is here as well. There's Akhil. Akhil, come on. So, who else is there? There's Tanisha. Who else are we missing? Come. Who else is there? Shama and Yogeshwar are also there, but they're still finishing up. So, two reasons why so you can all, very rarely you all see who cook your prasadam, but today you can see. So if you like it, you know who to appreciate. And if something is not there, you also know who to talk to. They will also be your servers for today. One of you want to share what's the menu for today?
We made pizzas. So everything we pretty much made from scratch, like the sauce. And Alfredo sauce we made from scratch, and we're serving that with pasta. We have tiramisu as our dessert, and we have baked tofu, broccoli, pesto wheels. And then we also have a caprese salad. Yes.
Madhavi Mataji gives us too much credit. All the recipes were hers, and she helped us she held our hand every step of the way, so biggest props go to her.
And my other hand who's not here is Mrigakshi Mataji, who was instrumental in spicing everything. I had shared with her, so for many years we've been doing this. This is, I think, our 6th time, once a year where the youth cook, but our congregation has grown so much in size. I told her, please come and just show us how much salt and spice to put in everything. So food is good. Mrigakshi Mataji is continuing to be in the kitchen. She said she's an honorary youth for today. She's always an honorary youth. And also a special shout out to so many of our Sunday school parents who came yesterday and helped, and then more parents who are going to come later and help us with the cleanup. So let's give a huge round of applause to all of these wonderful cooks today. I'm also going to announce our Sunday Feast sponsors for today. So we're excited. We're celebrating some occasions. So we'd like to wish Shreyas. Where is Shreyas? Where's Shreyas? Where's Shreyas? Shreyas and Manas. It's their birthdays coming up. So we'd like to wish them a very happy birthday. Their parents sponsored the Sunday program. So let's loudly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for Shreyas and Manas. You guys can go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Today's Sunday program is also sponsored for another very, very special occasion that we could not celebrate last year when they sponsored. His Grace Vaikunteshwar Balaji Prabhu and Her Grace Padmavati Mataji have also sponsored the occasion of their wedding anniversary. Can I request Prabhu and Mataji to please come here? Mataji, please come. How many years has it been? 51 years of marriage in Grahasthashram. So please, Prabhu and Mataji, come here. Can I have a mridanga player ready with a mridanga, please? And someone with kartals ready? Maybe Lalita Madhvi and Ramaji Prabhu, if you can come here and help me with this. So it's been 51 years. I don't think anyone in this audience has attended their wedding ceremony. So we wanted to be a witness of their wedding ceremony. We wanted Shishi Radha Kunj Bihari also to witness their wedding ceremony. So when I had attended a wedding some years back, and the priest shared that in the Vedic, when the Gandharvas and all of the residents get married, they only exchange a Varmala. The exchange of Varmala is the witness in front of the Lord is enough to sanctify the marriage. So we are going to, Prabhu and Mataji are going to exchange garlands, and we're all going to loudly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to wish them many, many more years and to express our gratitude for setting an example of what Grahasthashram looks like. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, His Grace Vaikunteshwar Balaji Prabhu and Her Grace Padmavati Mataji ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhu and Mataji. Today, for sure, definitely. Okay, so we're now getting ready for our last Sunday school performance. A humble request to all the parents here. Sometimes with young children, after they perform, we may want to go home, but please stay for Prashadam. Prashadam will be served at 1 o'clock today, right when the Aarti is going on. Even though at 1 o'clock we'll start serving Prashadam. Please stay for Prashadam. It will be a huge encouragement for our youth who took a lot of effort to keep cooking. So with that, Rajanandani Mataji, over to you. Did anyone introduce Rajanandani Mataji? Has anyone? Okay, so I want to do that before I go back to getting the pizzas going. Rajanandani Mataji is our Sunday school teacher for our youngest
Can you just set
group.
it up in the middle?
Anyone here has a 4 or a 5-year-old or has had a 4 or a 5-year-old at some time? And I'm guessing anyone who's a parent has hopefully had a 4-year-old, if not, right? So it feels like at least I feel like sometimes my child has this special filter in her ear that when I say something, you just don't hear. So I think there is no way my child can learn, especially complicated shlokas. But after attending Rajanandani Mataji's class of 1 semester, I am so convinced our children are capable of doing anything if they're under the right guidance. So if your kids are not registered in Sunday school, please do so, sign up. Right, like you have got 3.5, 4-year-olds here who will be joining in reciting the Nama Ramayan today. And, No, Nama Ramayan and then Aarti after this. Yes. And after they recite, so let's give a huge round of applause for Rajanandani Mataji, who is always guiding these children. Okay. Okay. ठीक. But yes, so Mataji, thank you so much. After the children finish reciting, we will move into Aarti, and after Aarti, Prashadam will be served. Again, thank you so much. We'll have some announcements after this as well to get everyone ready. One announcement, today's Prashadam, almost everything has dairy and some items have nuts. So if you have dairy or nut allergies, please let the servers know. We have alternatives, but please let them know as you're honoring Prashadam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much. So I know there's quite a delay with assembling all the Gopal Vidya kids. There are, there were so many who showed up today. I'm very grateful for that. Most of the class, the attendance varies from 15 to 30, depending on the week. I'm so grateful to all the parents for bringing them and making them practice at home. So we are going to recite the Nama Ramayan, which is basically the whole Ramayan in 108 lines. And it's not an easy read. I'm sure the parents are going to struggle just looking at the words and trying to read it from there. Those are difficult Sanskrit verses that all the kids learned. And I have to thank all the parents for diligently every week bringing them to class and also practicing at home. And I want a big shout out for the kids before they even start, to encourage them, because they have done a tremendous feat. Thank you so much. And we've taken like 3 semesters to finish the Nama Ramayan, but this semester they learned 4 kandas, which are like really huge ones, and big shout out to them. Thank you so much. And please, yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. We'll start? No. Okay.
Shuddha Brahma Pararam Kalatmaka Parameshwararam Shuddha Brahma Pararam Kalatmaka Parameshwararam Seshatalpa Sukha Nidritaram Ramadhyamara Pratitaram Chandakirana Kulamandanaram Srimad Dasharatanandanaram Kaushalya Sukhavardhanaram Vishwamitra Priyadhanaram Gauratattika Gatakaram Marichadini Patakaram Kausalanam Srimadahalyo Dwarakaram Gautama Muni Sambhujitaram Suramuni Varagana Samstutaram Navikadavita Mitrupadaram Mithila Purajana Mohakaram Videhamana Saranjakaram Aganita Gunagana Sitaram Avanitanaya Kamitaram Musitaram Avanitanaya Kamitaram Rakachandra Samanataram Pitavakya Sitakaram Yakuravini Vedina Padaram Dashalina Nija Vidu Padaram Rajamukaram Dasharata Sandata Chintitaram Kaikeyi Manaya Pitaram Virajita Nija Pitra Karma Karam Varadatita Nija Padukaram Rama Rama Jaya Raja Sitaram Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram Rama Rama Jaya Sitaram Hanuman Sevita Nija Padaram Mata Satuputri Ishtadaram Kadvita Sevita Nija Padaram Mata Satuputri Ishtadaram Karvitavali Samarakaram Vanamaduta Preshakaram Hitakara Lakshmana Sankutaram Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram Rama Jaya Raja Ram Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram Jaya Raja Ram. Ram Ram Jaya Sita Ram. Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram. Ram Ram Jaya Sita Ram. Ravana Nidana Prastita Ram. Vanara Sainya Samavrita Ram. Vanara Nidana Prastita Ram. Samavritaram Shoshita Shariri Shatitaram Shana Bhayadayakaram Kumbhakarna Sayade Senaram Suasam Sutavam Sita Dasharata Vikshitaram Sita Dasana Bodhitaram Abhishita Shananukaram Pushpakayana Novarnaram Ram Sakheta Puri Bhushanaram Salasviya Manitaram Nalasapita Sitaram Pathabhishekalam Kritaram Parvipakula Sammanitaram Vibhishanarpitaram Kritaram Kishamarana Samrakshakaram Samastaloko Darakaram Sakalajiv Samrakshakaram Samastaloka Darakaram Rama Rama Raja Ram Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram Sanskritanam Lingana Nivrittaram Nitti Surakshita Siyana Padaram Sitaram
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. नमस्ते नर शिंगाय प्रह्लादलाददायिने हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः शिलाटङ्कानकालाये इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यमिततो नरसिंहा बहिर्नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरेणका अद्भुतशृङ्गा ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय भक्त प्रह्लाद भक्त प्रह्लाद भक्त प्रह्लाद जय भक्त प्रह्लाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि
praise. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paridipakacharya Srot Sri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Chula Prabhupada ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paridipakacharya Srot Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Brinda ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sari Gaur Bhakta Brinda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Mathura Dham ki Jai. Navadvip Dham ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai. Ganga Mai ki Jai. Yamuna Mai ki Jai. Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Tulsi Maharani ki Jai. Sankirtan Yagya ki Jai. Prihat Mridanga ki Jai. Samaved Bhakta Brinda ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.